And we are back on pitch 1 for the 4 p.m. kickoffs. The Australian Derby in the men's 60s category. Australia Gold taking on Australia Green. And all by my lonesome on commentary here. Shane is taking a well-deserved break. So it'll be just myself covering this Australia game. Luckily, one man to cover one country, 2 Australia teams. And yeah, of course, be sure to let us know in the comments where you're watching from, who you are cheering for. Let us know what time it is where you're watching from. And feel free to take this opportunity to let us know in the comments what you thought of Shane's commentary while he's not here and not looking. I can have a little look and I can relay that information back to him. And it is 1 minute to kick off. Australia Green looking to be kicking first. Kicking against Australia Gold in this men's 60 category. Of course, only 3 teams in the men's 60 category. These 2 Australia teams plus Ireland. So, not sure is every team guaranteed a medal? Or what way will they do it? We're just moments away from kickoff. We're on the 10-second countdown. So it looks like that number 12, Rob Lority, or is it 17, Rick Steadman to kick off for Australia Green, taking on Australia Gold, Australian Civil War in the men's 60s. And it will be Rick Steadman, a huge kick into Australian Gold territory. And this Australian Derby, highly personal, home and away versus neighbours. Kylie versus Danny Minogue. You can only have one. And Australia Gold can go on the attack here. Number 9, Tony Vassalou, passes it out wide into Phil Digger. Phil Digger trying to dig his way through, but no such luck getting past Australia Green. Australia Gold up to kick, but it'll be recovered by Wayne McInerney. And deep in their own territory now, Australia Green. And a good high tag there from number 4, Michael Enfield. Australia Green playing out from their own third of the pitch. But good high tag there from Phil Digger. Another tag by Michael Enfield. And Australia Green being penned back here by their gold counterparts. Rick Steadman opting for a kick. Back with Australia Gold. But Peter Hawkins is tagged. And Brian Hopwood tagged there. Oh, and it's knocked on. Knocked on there by number 14, Tony Gallagher of Australia Gold. Back with Australia Green now, number 18, Rob Swanberg. Into John Towers. Good passing here from Australia Green. But a good tag there by Brett Smith. Tagging Wayne Mitchell. Australia Green recycling. Good dive bomb action there. A clash between the 16 and the 6. 16, Andrew Reid of Australia Green, clashing with Robert Reid. Oh, good run there by number 7, John Towers. He is tagged. Number 8, Ross Thomas. Ross Thomas opts for the kick, blocked. Back with Australia Green, good pass. Wayne Mitchell advancing, but tagged. Both teams looking evenly matched here in the opening 3 minutes. Good kick there from Australia Gold. Go deep, deep into green territory. And chased all the way by number 5, Kevin O'Mara. You got to imagine that number 5, Kevin O'Mara, is Irish somewhere along the line. Oh, great run. Australia green on the attack. Still on the attack, that number 5, Tony Egan. Tony Egan back into the centre. Getting it out wide now. Looking for the wings. A good tag here. Back with Greg Cleary. Greg Cleary hounded out of it. Tony Wassaloo and Shane Stewart both tagging him, and it's a turnover tag. And Australia gold advancing. Brilliant stepping there by Peter Lawler. A law unto himself as he danced and weaved through the defence. Australia green hangs strong. And they win the turnover possession from the knock-on. Back with Australia green. Oh, good fake pass there. But equally good tagging from Australia gold. Neither side really able to advance too much. A lot of time being spent in the middle of the pitch. But a long searching kick will be chased all the way by Australia green's number 12, Rob Loretti. And Rob Loretti gets a good high tag, forcing Australia gold back into their own area. Greg Dive making the tag there for Australia green. Penning back Australia gold. And wins the ball back for the team. Going to be a turnover of possession. Looks like the ball's going to be popped out here to Greg Cleary pretty quickly. No. Psyched us all out. Goes to number 12, Rob Loretti. Rob Loretti looked through. Good patient build up from Australia green here. Looking for first blood in the Australia derby. Oh, nearly. Australia gold defending doggedly. And it is fifth and final tag time now for Australia green. If they're tagged again, it's going to be a turnover. You think they got a kick or get over the line. They need something. They're advancing. Oh, what a tag. What a tag. As good as a point, making a tag like that for a fifth and final. And Australia green's number 3, John Bart, looked home and free. But great defence from Australia gold. Defending like they are protecting actual gold. And points and tries are precious. And they are protecting their try line very well. And Australia gold, opportunity for them to attack. They kick long, forcing Australia green backwards. Awkward for Rob Formica to deal with. Oh, a great spin there from Wayne Mitchell. Great shimmying there from Rick Stedman. Opting for the kick again. Australia green takes an awkward bounce. Well, it bounces out for Australia gold possession. Robert Reid, number 6 for Australia gold, is having a word with his team. Maybe advising a game plan or a bit of tactics. Number 4, Michael Enfield, looking to get to the other end of the field, but great spin there by Brian Hopewood. And now Brett Smith for Australia goal, back to Hopewood, pops it out left. Number 14, Tony Gallagher. And Tony Gallagher has to give possession away. It's blocking his tags with his hands. Referee tells him to watch it. Of course, referees not shy about giving out yellow cards if they feel their wishes are not being respected or if too many fouls have been given. No card needed there, just a warning. Number 6, Robert Reid, just went down there with a little bang to the leg. It's going to be possession back to Australia Gold. Australia Gold well able to pass it around. Good experienced players here at the men's 60s category. Oh, and a bit of butterball there from Michael Enfield. Almost turned it into a kung fu kick at the end. Just thought he was leaving with something. Not going down on his own. Number 18, Rob Swanbury. Back into the centre now for Australia Green. Wayne Mitchell tagged. And continue. Another kick for territory. Chased all the way by 17. Rick Steadman nearly makes it. But again, Michael Enfield involved in another slip to the floor. Number 13 there for Australia Gold. Peter Hawkins tagged on his way through. A tag there on Tony Gallagher. On a kick, takes an awkward bounce. Tough for the defence to deal with. Recovered by Wayne McInerney of Australia Green. Wayne McInerney still. But what a tag that was from number 12, Brian Hopwood. Good tag there by Shane Stewart. Apologies, that was Stephen Hill. Stephen Hill, number 1 for Australia Gold with the tag. Australia Green trying to advance, but Steve Plowman tagged. He'll roll the ball out to Greg Cleary. Oh, and another brilliant kick. It'll bounce in an awkward area. Has to be recovered by Australia Gold, Peter Hawkins. And Australia Gold having the ball now deep in their own end of the pitch. They don't want it here. And good high press from this Australia Green side. Penning Australia Gold back at the moment with a few tags. But again, another kick. Get out of jail free card. Won't quite make the 50-10, but it will force Australia Green back. And was that a knock on? Very awkward for Australia Green's Greg Davis to deal with. Possession back to Australia Gold. And going one end up to the other. From defence to attack in the space of one kick. Number 18 there, Bruce Kejdia, is tagged. But Australia Gold advancing. Good handoff there to Gallagher. And to number 10, Warren Hiller. To his 18, Bruce Kejdia. But blocking by the attacker. Too much contact for the referee's liking. Australia Green have possession. Oh, great spin there from number 5, Tony Egan. Still Tony Egan. And that was Tony twist and turn, triple T. But I think he surprised himself as much as he surprised us with that move. And just like in Pokemon, it hurt itself in its confusion. Ball back with Australia Gold. Grubber attempted. And the man on a mission there was Tony Vassalou. 2 quick tags in quick succession. Tag there by Shane Stewart. Another great tag there, this time by Warren Hiller. And Australia Gold racking up the tags on green. Can't be far off forcing the turnover. They grab another. Australia Green need to get forward quickly. Don't have too many tags left. And it's number 3, Wayne McInerney. Referee again advising too much contact made by Australia Green there on the attack. Possession goes back to Australia Gold. Penalty ball. Oh, super tag. Great tag there by Steve Plowman. Michael Enfield trying to spin away there. We're only able to go into Australia Green defence. And again, another kick. Kicks proved so useful for both teams, really putting them under pressure. Tony Egan had to chase it all the way back. But there was a tag in the build-up there. Referee not happy about something. It's going to be Stephen Hill. Wanted to kick exactly from the halfway line, the ref said. Australia Gold on the offense here. Green defending. Still Australia Gold. And 15 minutes gone in this first half. 5 minutes left. Two teams very evenly matched. I'm sure they're very familiar with each other, both being Australia's over 60s teams. And yeah, it looked like two teams very familiar with each other, very similar levels. And it's going to take something special, or maybe a bit of luck, to break the deadlock. Another interesting kick. Just overhit for making the 50-10. Well, it will force Australia to play out. Force Australia Green to play out. Yeah, and in a close game like this, if either team can get the pendulum of momentum to swing their way just before half-time, could be huge. Australia Green with the ball deep in their own third. High press here from Australia Gold, not sitting off. Knocked on there by Australia Green. They didn't need that. Deep in their own territory. Ball's going to fall to Australia Gold now. It's 3.5 minutes till half time. Stephen Hill running into trouble. Number 5 there, Kevin O'Mara. Thought he was in. A good tag there from the Green defence. Oh, brilliant, brilliant speed up of the passing here from Australia Gold. What a tag again in the build-up. Such fast hands from both of these teams to be making the tags they're making. But they're looking out wide now. Number 19, Marcelo de Blasi. Ref says play on, no whistle gone. Looked like maybe a forward pass or a knock on. Ref says nothing. The hand goes up. I believe that's 5th and final tag time now for this phase for Australia Gold. They got to kick or do something. They do. They go for the kick. Bounces back. But only to be knocked on by Kevin O'Mara. Ball back with Australia Green. Can they advance before half-time? Wayne Mitchell trying to attack for Australia Green. He's tagged. 2 minutes until half-time now. Another kick. The kicking has been excellent in this game so far. Really awkward for defences to deal with. And a great high tag there by Ross Thomas. Number 7 there, John Towers, gaining good yards for his team. As he fixes his shorts. It'll be John Towers again. Oh, John Towers! John Towers! Unbelievable. Can you feel the power of the tower? And that is 1-0 Australia green. And what a time to get a point. A minute before half time. And John Towers, he's looked lively, sidestepping, jinking and jiving. And that is 1-0 Australia green in this men's 60 Australia derby. John Towers, what a way to break the deadlock. As you see a bit of a mini collision there. The ball fell awkwardly on the ground. Number 12, Brian Hopwood, and his opposite number, Rob Loretti. There's a little clash there on the ground. And the half-time klaxon can't be far away. Which means we're not far away from the last phase of this first half. Again going for the kick. There's the... Will we get a last play? Goes for the grubber. No tag and ball hasn't gone out yet. But there's the tag. Half-time whistle at half-time. Men's 60s Australia derby. Australia green lead 1-0 thanks to a try from number 7, John Towers. Be sure to come back for the second half.
We've always been good at beginnings, and beginnings are about questions. What do we value? Who do we serve? We've lived these questions for half a century, but enough to become a home of firsts. The first university of an independent nation. Ireland's first female university president. Along the way, we've found answers and we've built foundations. Foundations we'll rely on for the journey ahead. How can we protect, regenerate, and steward this place we live in? How can we be catalysts in realising a just and fair society for all? And who better to ask these questions? We know this place, and we know our place. We are University of Limerick.
And we are back on pitch 1 for the 4 p.m. game, the second half of the men's 60s, the Australian derby. Australia gold facing Australia green. And green 1 try and 1 point to the good, thanks to their try from number 7, John Towers. And Australia gold going to kick us back into play here for the second half. Yeah, and you'd wonder, just we're getting the try on the stroke at half time, will the floodgates open up? Or is it destined to be one of those close games? And again, another brilliant kick. Nearly inch perfect there. But it will force Australia gold back. Australia gold with the possession now. Good tag there by Greg Cleary of Australia green. Good ball out wide. Alan Darling is tagged. An opportunity for Australia green to counter-attack. But stopped in their tracks was number 6, Steve Plowman, trying to plough his way through. But Australia gold standing firm. Good tag there by Gold's Tony Vassalou. Ball now being carried by Wayne Mitchell. Oh, and down goes number 16 for Green, Andrew Reid. Australia Green retained possession. Some great rugby on display here from Australia Green. Brilliant passing. Oh, good. Great fake and strength there from Andrew Reid again. Gaining excellent territory for his team. Mark Scott to take possession here. Looks like he's going to pop it out to Rick Steadman. He does indeed. Oh, and it goes back into their number 11. Back out to, oh, superb tag by Gold's number 5, Kevin O'Mara. Australia Green nearly in there through Greg Cleary. Australia gold defending for their lives. Rick Steadman. Rick Steadman. Still Steadman. Still Steadman. Gets to the box and it's Steadman. And it looks... oh, it's not going to stand. A rise shake at the head there from Steadman. But it's still back. Australia Green possession. And back now with Steadman. I feel he wants his try. Great passing by Australia Green, who retained possession. Good play there by John Bartle. Great hands, but excellent tag on Australia Green's number 10, Greg Cleary. Is that a penalty try? Looks like a penalty try has been given. That looks like a hand of celebration from Greg Cleary. We'll just see if the ball goes back to the centre circle there. And it looks like it, yeah. Australia Green are going to kick. That's a brilliant nearly try there from Rick Steadman, but I think the play had come back for contact for an unnecessary dive. Well, yeah, 2-0 Australia, the first penalty try we've witnessed on pitch 1. Well, tries now from John Towers and Greg Cleary. Another excellent kick. Won't quite make the 50-10, but it will put Australia Gold in an awkward position. Australia Gold having to play out from their own 10-metre line. Kick and go from Alan Darling. Phil Digger pops it out wide. Good spin there from Glenn Pitscheider. Good catch there by Darling. Good spin there from Michael Enfield. Good recycling of possession here from Australia Gold. Try to work their way back up the pitch. Darling tagged. And another kick. I think the referee's going to whistle that for going above his shoulder height. Six minutes gone in the second half, and Australia Green in the ascendancy. Oh, and a brilliant run there from Australia Green's number 12, Rob Loretti. But Loretti was tagged already. 7, John Towers. Back to 17, Rick Steadman. Steve Plowman tagged. Back to Steadman. Steadman eager to get a try after he feels he was robbed of one earlier. Gee, he looked good about 18 months ago. He looked very good about 18 months ago. He got injured. Possession still with Australia Green. It's John Bartle. Runs into Gallagher. Okay, Mark Scott popped out wide, out left again. And John Towers thought he was away. Into 17, Rick Steadman. John Bartle tagged again. Back to Steadman. Oh, and a great pass off by Steadman into the number 6. Great pass by Steadman into Plowman. And play is going to continue. Rick Steadman. Oh, and huge contact there. The two number 12s. The second time they've collided. So Australia's Green, Rob Loretti, colliding with Brian Hopwood. For the second time, that looked fairly head on. And at the moment, Australia's Rob Loretti putting the contact in non-contact sport. Hopwood looks very uncomfortable out there. Good to see him walking off. But yeah, he'd wonder is that a dead leg or a jarred knee. But good to see him being helped off by his teammates, and good to see him still on his feet, Hopwood. And unfortunately for Australia Gold, possession still with Australia Green after that. 16, Andrew Reid. I've to Steadman again. Oh, great catch there. And I think that'll be a foul in contact rugby. I think the referee's just going to have a word here. He's not going to stand for much more contact. And someone could go to the sin bin. Advantage Australia Green, spending a lot of time in the final third of Australia Gold. Back with Steadman. Steadman looking a real nucleus of this Green team. Popped out left. And they find one more killer pass. Great reverse pass. Oh, but good block. Was it knocked on? It was knocked on. It's possession back with Australia Green. They're agonisingly close to the try line here. Just need to be patient in their build-up. But tagged twice there was John Towers. Good running here from Ross Thomas. Pops it off to Greg Davis. Tony Egan tried to burst up the left wing. Good defence from Australia Gold. Steadman again goes for the grubber. Oh, brilliant grubber from Steadman. Oh, and the only one that could stop Steadman was himself. I think he got more excited than I did about it. Fantastic picture, perfect grubber. And just, forfeit committed to the bit in case the referee missed anything. But a huge let off there for Australia Gold. You feel another box try there would have killed off the game. And is that warning enough to spark some life into Australia Gold? Haven't had too many chances in the second half. About 8.5 minutes left. Good grubber there from Robert Reid. And now Australia Gold on the attack. Good pass there. Spreading it around. Number 16, Peter Lawler. He goes for the kick, but well defended by Australia Green. And possession is back with them. Australia Green trying to launch their own attack. It's Tony Egan. And just too much contact for the ref's liking. Ball back with Australia Gold. And not a million miles away from the try line. But Darling tagged. Back with Warren Hiller. Hiller! Oh, what a tag! A try-saving tag by number 11, Wayne Mitchell. When it looked like Hiller was through. Or it was a try. Was a try. Never doubted Warren Hiller. Yeah, brilliant play there. And Warren Hiller, great diving try. And Wayne Mitchell gets nowhere near a tag. I'm just acting out. I'm missing Shane, my co-commentator. And just like that, game on our hands. Australia Green still winning, but now by a score of 2-1. And Australia Gold, one normal try away from equalising, one box try away from being in the lead. Australia Green kick for distance. Will be chased all the way by Steadman. Gets a good high tag. And now suddenly we're set for a Grand Slam finish for the last 7 minutes of this men's 60 game between Australia Gold and Australia Green. Australia Green leading, courtesy of tries from number 7 John Towers and number 10 Greg Cleary. And for Australia Gold was their number 10 Warren Hiller. Oh, and it's Greg Cleary. Seems to be knocked on there by Gallagher as he made the block. And you feel the next score in this game is going to be vital. Can Australia Green kill it off? Or can Australia Gold find a way back in? What a tag that is by Australia Gold's number 7, Brett Smith. Yeah, I think that tried a wake-up call for Australia Green. Oh, and a great take there by Greg Cleary. Oh, and nearly a picture-perfect pass out to Rob Formica. And the ball back with Australia Gold. Got 5.5 minutes left to salvage something from this game. Going too quickly for the ref's liking there. Oh, and great play down the wing from Australia Gold, trying to inject a bit of pace here. Good running from Glenn Pitscheider. An awkward throw, well recovered by Australia Gold's Peter Lawler. Still with Lawler, but good tag by Steve Plowman. Just under 5 minutes left. This game finally poised. What a catch there by John Bartle. Wins possession back for Australia Green. Ball with Greg Cleary. Gaining yards there with Steve Plowman. That name again is Mr. Plow. For Rob Formica. What a brilliant diving tag there by Michael Enfield. Oh, and he's through. Goes for the box. And number 3 for Australia Green, John Bartle. It's another 2 points there for Australia Green. And that might make the points academic. Brilliant quick play. Greg Cleary pops it out wide to Steadman. Steadman feeds it into John Bartle. And Bartle deciding to kill the game off. That diving touchdown try into the box. Scores worth 2 points. Now Australia Green just need to see this out. Barring a miracle, they're getting the winning points. Go for the grubber. Oh, brilliant dribbling here from Australia Goals number 19. Australia Goals Marcelo de Blasi. And with a name like Marcelo, you know you're going to have some silky skills. But good defending there from Australia Green. Australia Green trying to stop any points being scored on them, trying to avoid a grand slam finish this game. Just want to see it out as comfortably as possible. But not if Kevin O'Mara has anything to say about it. Australia Gold driving on. On and on go Australia Gold. Little bump there from Stephen Hill. And too much contact by Stephen Hill. Australia Green in no rush in this final 2 minutes. Just need to play some safe rugby and see out this result. But good high press from Australia Gold. Not letting Australia Green get out. Oh. Good pace there from number 7, John Towers. Australia Green opting to kick, just getting the ball out of their own section of the pitch. Good play there from Australia Goals, Marcelo de Blasi. But a very close game for about 37 minutes. It was 2-1 for a long, long time. But just that box try at the end from John Bartle, making it a 3-point difference. And Australia Gold desperate to advance up the pitch, and that desperation showing. 6 and 9 linking up there. Robert Reid and Tony Vassalou. Marcelo de Blasi trying to force his way through. Australia Green hold firm. There's another collision there. Nothing malicious in it. Australia goal play on. There's the klaxon for the final play and the final whistle in this men's 60 game. Finishes Australia green 4, Australia gold 1. And make sure you tune back in for the 5 o'clock game on pitch 1. The men's 21s Alliance taking on Australia. We'll be back at 5 o'clock.